Hello, hello. This is J Goddess with J Goddess Tarot, and today I wanted to bring you another love pick a card reading. This is a timeless pick a card reading, and it is about your first or next vacation with your future spouse. So today we have three beautiful pals. We have Angelite, pal number one. This is green goldstone. This stone does look black, but it's actually a man-made stone. And you may not be able to see it in this light. It is a dark, dark green with sparkles in it. And then we have the flower agate crystal here. So take a few moments, take a few deep breaths in and out. And while you do that, please take a second and check out the links below in the description box. I have a link to my Instagram where I often post readings for the collective and other fun things. I also have the links to my Amazon wish list as well as my Patreon. Come join us over there. We're a high vibe tribe, all about self-love, self-empowerment, self-improvement, and uplifting of our own energy and the energy of the collective. Take a few more seconds, one or two more breaths. Please pick your pile, and feel free to pick multiple piles because there may be messages in different piles for you as well. And let's begin. All right, my pal ones, for those of you who selected the beautiful Angelite, this is your reading about your first or next vacation with your future spouse. So Angelite is associated with the wind and brings the spiritual energies of power, healing, love, and protection. Wearing the stone is believed to have a calming effect on you and connect you easily to your spirit guides and guardian angels. It's really known to be a stone to connect you with your higher self, sharpen your skills of clairvoyance and telepathy, and facilitate in astral travel. It encourages forgiveness at all levels. All right, so let's look at this lovely spread, my pal ones. So the energy that's coming through for your first or next vacation with your future spouse is this is going to be some type of healing or restorative vacation. So Seven of Wands speaks of challenge or a need to ground yourself. And if you see, you have the lovely lady, sitting on her yoga cushion in a meditative pose with a crystal ball around her in protection. And I feel these wands are just I don't feel they're specific things per se for you, my pal ones. I feel they are just the stressors of life and responsibilities that you handle. The energy is coming through for you, my pal ones, is both you and your future spouse have pretty demanding jobs or careers, and your first or next vacation is going to be someplace that's very healing. The Three of Pentacles talks about kind of a community aspect to it, and then the Four of Swords also talks about deep healing. So what's coming through for me is like a yoga retreat or going to an ashram, either here, I'm located in the US, either someplace stateside or someplace, in the Caribbean or in India. I see you doing that, going to something very calming and soothing. I'm not getting the feeling that this is a honeymoon or anything. It could be. You all could choose to do a really cool honeymoon like that. But what I'm feeling is this is going to be a deeply restorative trip. It could be going to, for some of you, a select few, it could be something a little more intense, like going to a sweat lodge. The Three of Pentacles is giving me that energy. But for most of you, I think this is going to something that is deeply relaxing and restorative, like a yoga retreat. Like a yoga retreat, like going to an ashram, like something like that. Or it could just be you go on vacation and really you two say, we're going to a beach. We just want to sit out and look at blue waters and chill. It could be that, whatever it is, it's deeply calming, relaxing. And looking at the cards together, if you notice, none of the figures' eyes are looking out. They either all have closed eyes or looking at one another. And what I feel this first or next vacation with your future spouse is going to give you all a chance to do, my pal ones, is reconnect. Reconnect on a very deep level. So you're going to create, if you notice this memory card and this true love card and how card interaction here, how she's looking at this, there's going to be a rekindling of some type. And I feel because of your busy schedules, my pal ones, you and your future spouse both are going a million miles an hour. And the spark may have been lost a little bit, not the love spark, but just the spark of excitement and enjoyment of being with one another. So I honestly feel this is a trip that you take with your future spouse prior to getting married, or earlier on within the like first 5 years of your marriage, when you notice maybe that you're both overwhelmed with your responsibilities and you just need to reconnect with one another. I feel this is this type of vacation. So other cards that came through were the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn, and a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. And then you have this true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Then you have this memories card. Altogether, that energy is telling me you all could have been, if you are married to this person at the time you take this trip, you all could have gone through a rough cycle. But I truly feel it's because of all of the responsibilities that you both have in your life. And this was a trip to both rekindle the romance in more of a relaxing way. Like, there's a lot of healing that goes on during this trip with that Four of Swords. There's a lot of reconnection to self, to one another, and to earth, you know, to grounding yourselves with the Seven of Swords. And it's in a community setting. So if you don't go to a yoga retreat or ashram, it's on some type of like resort that is really catered to helping you relax. So I see you doing it. It's a very nice vacation, you know, whatever, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but it's a very nice vacation, and it really gives you two a chance to reconnect. So this new romantic cycle begins. I feel that that's the reconnection, and you and your future spouse realize this is true love that you have for one another, and you create a lot of really beautiful, really positive and hopeful memories. And when you are able to do this, you come back into connection with one another, and it helps you move forward. Like, so you create good memories and you rekindle that love, but it helps you move forward. And you know what I want to do? I wasn't going to do this. So one moment. I am going to pull some charmies and try to figure out, so I had to grab my jar of charmies, where you all could potentially be going on this trip. Maybe get some locations potentially. So if you are wearing headphones right now, please turn them down, because this can get loud when I shake this. And then hold it and kind of mix it around. And I turn my head away when I do this. So, okay, let's see what comes out. Move this up here and see what we get. All right. We have the world. So for some of you, this trip could be anywhere in the world. We have a Taurus. One of you could be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus, or anywhere in your chart. We have Big Ben, which is London. We have windmills, which makes me think of the Nordics. We have Aries. She believed she could, so she did. This is love. This is love coming out again. I see this as like a cruise. You all could enjoy working out together. We have Libra, Aries, and Taurus. So we have air sign, fire sign, earth sign. That could be represent you or your future spouse. I love you. Love coming out again. So there's a lot of love in this connection. And I feel that this next vacation is going to help you rekindle that. We have passport, which lets me know you all could be going anywhere in the world. Taj Mahal, India. Scorpio, water sign. So we have all of the elements, you know, fire signs, water signs, pictures. I think you all are going to have, and this goes to memories for me. You're going to create beautiful memories, and I think you are going to literally take, you know, a lot of pictures. We have Taurus coming out again there. So strong Taurus vibes. We have a 2. We have a 2. 2 could be strong, a strong meeting in your connection. We have a flower, we have a rose, which also goes with love. All right, now I'm specifically looking for names of places. NY, LA. This gives me vibes of you could be going NY, LA. Let's put that there. This gives me vibes of that you could be going someplace where there's a lot of nature, you know, going type of like where there might be bears and things of that nature. Let's put that there. Oh, this is giving me kind of vibes of you guys going to the Caribbean, someplace with beautiful teal blue waters. We have a lot of keys here. 2 keys, I think you all in a wrench. I think this kind of speaks to repair and the restorative nature of this vacation that you're going to take. And I think that coordinates and really is in alignment with that 4 of Swords, energy. So this is what is coming out for you, my pal one. So I'm seeing you could be going anywhere in the world with these charms. You or your person could be a multitude of signs, any of the signs. A lot of love in this connection. And some of the places that are coming up are New York, LA, could go to some place in either New York State or in California, some type of retreat or something. Caribbean is coming up strongly for me with this teal. And then bear, I feel that that's more of a retreat or sweat lodge or some type of resort that's more in a place really surrounded by a lot of wilderness and natural beauty. So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, about the type of first or next vacation you'd like to take with your future spouse. So this is what came through for you, my pal ones. Feel free to check out any other pal if it calls to you. There may be messages in there for you as well. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe below, as well as hit the bell notification so you know when I post new content. Also check out the links in my description box. I have a link to my Instagram where I post readings for the collective pretty regularly. I have a link to my Amazon wish list. No pressure, but always appreciate decks if I receive them. And a link to my Patreon. Please feel free to join us there. We are a high vibe tribe, all about self-love, self-empowerment, self-improvement. I post exclusive pick-a cards there, tutorials about how to do things like develop your intuition, as well as Too Hot for YouTube tutorials. And anytime I post an extended for any of my YouTube videos, that is where I post it. So if this is where I leave you for now, thank you for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Hello, hello, my lovely pal twos. For those of you who selected this gorgeous dark green goldstone, this is your reading about your first or next vacation with your future spouse. So green goldstone is a deceptive name because goldstone is a man-made glass infused with copper particles. Green goldstone has a meaning and properties of healing your heart. It can recover your mental damage and lets you get back to your original state. Green goldstone is also used to get out from despair. It is a gemstone that helps you make progress towards a better future. And it connects with the heart chakra and is especially good for emotional healing. So my pal twos, this one was interesting when I pulled the cards for this pile because I'm like, okay, so the first thing that comes through is that you and your person are athletic. I feel you are both athletic and you're competitive. Even if you're not super competitive in your careers, which I feel for many of you, you are, you're competitive in a leisure sense. Like you like to participate in those different types of maybe CrossFit activities or those different type of races that really test a person's physical endurance. Like you really enjoy stuff like that. You know, maybe different triathlons or short, if not a full marathon. I feel you are my pile that would have done maybe a half marathon and different types of races. So I'm getting a strong feeling of athleticism from this pile. So also the energy I'm picking up is this is a trip you take before you get married to your person. And what I'm picking up is you take a very athletic vacation with the strength card. I feel this talks about physical strength as well as emotional strength, the justice card, and then the Six of Wands. So this trip is going to be very successful, but I feel it's going to be very successful on a multitude of levels. So putting this all together, the scenario that comes up for me is that you go on some type of cross-country biking type of adventure or trip. I'm getting 11 days, something like 11 days long. Could be in some place in the US, but really what I'm seeing is like something really beautiful, like some place in Europe, and you know, in more rural parts of England or something like that. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And this is going to be, that's the point. This is a trip for couples who are athletic, and it really makes you depend on one another, trust one another. So that justice card, I feel that there's going to be a lot of you being strong, my pal twos, with where your future spouse is maybe weak, and vice versa. Your future spouse being strong in areas where you are weak. And I feel there's going to be a lot of physical endurance involved in this vacation, but that's kind of the point of it. It's like a couples, it's for athletic couples, and what it is teaching you is how to better communicate and depend on one another through a medium which you both enjoy, which is physical activity. So it's going to be a physically challenging trip, but I feel it's going to be something you both enjoy. Like, this is not something you're going to hate. This is going to be like, yeah, this is my jam, and your future spouse is going to be like, this is my jam too. And it's going to be Six of Wands. You're going to have a lot of success with it. And what it is going to teach you, what the goal of this vacation or retreat, but this is a very unique vacation. So whoever offers something like this, kudos to them, because I think it's a really cool concept. It is going to help you to understand how to better communicate through challenges, and really in your relationship, but also it's going to really help you lay more solid groundwork on how you're going to communicate when you get married. The future card. This is going to be a vacation where you're going to build a lot of trust with all of that physical, and I think it's going to be mentally hard. Like, doing those types of races, yeah, it's hard on your body, but it's also takes a lot out of you mentally, because you have to be just as mentally strong, if not more, as you are physically strong to compete in some of those more intense races and athletic activities out here today. And we have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. I feel that it's going to call for you to rely upon one another, this justice card, this give and take, as well as trust. And you're going to really see one another in a different light. Like, you knew you could count on this person. I don't feel that this relationship was in any way in a bad place before this vacation, but I feel that it is going to deepen your understanding, and vice versa, deepen your future spouse's understanding about, like, really the grit of your character and how dependable you are. And I feel these characteristics haven't emerged to this point, my pal twos, because you two just weren't in the circumstances, the situation for them to emerge. So it wasn't like they thought you were flaky or you thought they were flaky, but you never were in a situation where you had to physically push and pep talk and be strong when they were weak, and or they're strong when you're weak type of situations. I feel you just haven't been in situations like that yet. So this type of vacation is really going to help you to grow and develop more trust, be more prepared for your future together. And we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, as well as believe in the impossible, blue moon. And that's what's making me really feel about the physical challenges of this trip, as well as the mental challenges that are baked into the trip, not because of drama, just that is the way the trip is designed. And it is going to, you guys are going to come out as one of those couples that is super successful. You really have redefined what teamwork looks like for you. And this vacation is going to help you build an even more solid foundation for your future, for what you want your marriage to be, for also how well or how much you now know you can depend upon this person. No one's perfect, of course, we're human, but I feel that you come out of this trip, this vacation, with a newfound like respect and appreciation for your future spouse, and vice versa. They come out of this trip with a newfound respect and appreciation with how much they can depend on you. And you all get to see parts of your character that you just haven't had a chance to see yet. But I feel it's going to be majorly successful. I see a lot of smiling. I see a lot of joy coming, you know, off the plane after the trip. May need to rub down with a little sports cream because of the grueling physical aspects of it. But like I said, this is something both of you will enjoy. And it was really worth it. So what I'm going to do now is I have my Charmies jar. If you are wearing headphones, please turn them down because this can get loud. I'd like to see potentially where, because I'm looking for places when I draw these charms, about where this next vacation or first vacation could possibly be. All right. And then I close my eyes and mix it around a little more. Okay. Let's see what's coming out. All right. Whew. So the first word that popped out to me, my pal twos, is raw. I feel this vacation is going to really make you see parts of one another that you, as I said, just haven't seen before. Let's see what comes up. Okay, river. This could be something also like, okay, something's going on the street. There's a lot of sirens. So something like river, like white water rafting. That can be a very intense and physically demanding thing. And it won't be, as I said, it won't be something that is for, honestly, the faint of heart. This is not the type of vacation that I could take. I won't lie. I don't think I'm fit enough for it. But, or something like cave, going into a cave, going down, you know. But whatever it is, I think it's going to challenge you all in the best way possible. And speaking of which, believing in the impossible, we have some lovely champagne bottles and a champagne cup. If I can get everything together. These little charms love to do their own thing. I love this, no matter where. And I love you. All right, let's see what else. And I'm going to just move. I'm going to move some of these words. Oh, I only have one R. I mean, I have two R's. I'm sorry. I can't spell today. Can't rearrange today. All right, river. We're going to do words on a diagonal, just for ease of the camera angle. Wait, does it work? That doesn't work. No worries. You guys saw that. Let's see. Ooh, we have survivor. So I feel this talks about not just, yes, you all are survivors in general, but I feel this talks about like the grit you have that it's going to take to get through this, because this is an intense trip. And the signs that are coming up is Taurus, Capricorn. Your future spouse could be had sun, moon, rising, or this is in your charts. So we have the Statue of Liberty. This could be in New York. I see a plane. I see the Eiffel Tower. This could be in France or in Europe. I see dumbbells of different sizes. see, forever. That coordinates for me with the future. See the rose here. So I think this goes with the trust. I think there's a lot of love here too. Let's see, do we have numbers that are coming out? I'm just trying to move everything around. We have 3s. I'm sorry, we have a 6, and then we have a 3, which I think 36 could be it. But what I'm more so feeling coming up for you all is you all partner together to produce a bigger impact. So 2 3s make a 6. You know, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot of partnership here. The key. We're playing again. So this could be something, could be going like skydiving as well. I don't think that's the only activity, but I think that could be part of it. For some of you, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right. I feel, so this is what's come up for you, my pal twos. I feel you're going to be on a very physically demanding vacation with your, for your first or next vacation with your future spouse. And this is going to be something that you totally enjoy. This is not something you're feeling forced into. I feel you yourselves are athletic, and you know, this will be a wonderful trust building excursion. It will be super successful, and it will help you all build towards your future. So feel free to pick another pal if another one speaks to you. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe below, as well as hit the bell notification so you know when I post new content. And then check out the links below in the description box. I have a link to my Instagram where I post regular readings for the collective. I have a link to my Amazon wish list. Always feel free to send me decks, no pressure. I also have a link to my Patreon. Please feel free to join us over there. We're a high vibe tribe. I post exclusive pick-a-card readings. Any extendeds from my YouTube videos that I have, I post there as well as I post tutorials and too hot for YouTube readings. But if this is where I leave you for today, thank you for letting me read for you, and I will see you in my next video. All right, hello, my pal threes. For those of you who selected this lovely flower agate for this pick a card reading about your first or next vacation for with your future spouse. So this stone has a gentle and nourishing energy, resembling a field of flowers. The circles and dots represent seeds, and the flower plumes represent the blossom. Flower agate helps us envision the process of growth, honoring and appreciating each part of the process. It also helps us reach our highest potential, protecting us from fears and self-doubt. Flower agate inspires us to manifest and nurture our dreams. Its energy ignites a passion to pursue our dreams and live life to the fullest. All right, my pal threes, you, similar to pal twos, have 2 major arcana in this 3 tarot card reading. And the energy that I'm picking up on, for many of you, your first vacation with your future spouse, this is your honeymoon. With the Devil card and the Lovers card, the energy I'm picking up here is decadence. Like you guys are going to be involved in a lot of decadent behavior. I'm trying to keep this very, appropriate. Though my channel's not for children, I do understand people under 18 watch, so I'm trying to keep it the language very classy here. So with the Devil card, I'm feeling a lot of, this is a time, this is your honeymoon. Especially for those of you who are more of a traditional mindset, this is the time to unleash the more decadent adult energies that you all feel and have for one another. So with the Devil and the Lovers card, you all are going to be enjoying one another in the most base sense of the word. And 2 of Pentacles, I feel there's going to be a lot of give and take, literally, but I feel there's also going to be a lot of balance achieved when you're on this trip. I also feel this is going to be kind of a luxurious trip. Like this isn't some cheap, honeymoon at some place. No, this is going to be at kind of a really nice resort. It could be even at an adults only resort. For some of you, it could be because you're into some more exploratory adult activities. But for many of you, I feel that if this is not your honeymoon, this is a very strong trip that you are going to be connecting in all aspects with your future spouse. But for many of you, I feel this is your actual honeymoon. And the energy that's coming through, it's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of heat, a lot of adult activities, a lot of engagement in those things. But there's going to be a sense of balance, especially with this Two of Pentacles, but a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. I feel it's also not just about the physical activities you two will be engaged in with enjoying one another. I feel it's going to strongly also be about coming together emotionally with one another in a way that you haven't connected before. And there's going to be a lot of contentment in this connection. There's going to be a lot of satisfaction. Everybody's going to enjoy themselves. You are going to enjoy yourself, my pal threes. Your future spouse is going to enjoy themselves. It's going to be a nice trip. And then I get the new, don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So the energy that's coming through for me, pal threes, for some of you, especially if your honeymoon is your first time having a sexual experience with someone, and I think that's absolutely beautiful if you have decided to take that route. And if you haven't, no worries. Everyone has to do what is best for them. But I feel this is telling you to don't let things that have happened in your past hold you back from really enjoying this time with your future spouse, my pal threes. Sorry about that, guys. Just trying to pause out the sirens. So I feel this is really encouraging you to engage with one another and be open with one another. Yes, physically and sexually, but also very much emotionally. This is a time of bonding. This is a time of really getting to know one another in a way you haven't before. And even if this isn't your first sexual experience, I feel it's also just really telling you, do not let your past, maybe things you've done in the past, relationships you've had in the past, don't let those things hold you back with really engaging and embracing this person in every possible way, because this is just a really beautiful vacation. And I feel whole keeps being the word, W-H-O-L-E, like whole. You all are going to leave this feeling very whole. Not saying you were half a person when you went. That's not what I mean. But there's going to be like a wholeness that comes into being from this trip. You may also have wanted to pick pile ones because there was healing as a part of that pile two, but it was a different type of healing. This is telling me that you all will, like sexual healing, like there will be a lot of balance, there will be a lot of give and take, there will be a lot of positive, consensual adults, passionate expression toward one another. And another card that came up was very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I feel this is for some of you. Once you're there and you're on this vacation, your first or next vacation with your future spouse, I feel this is kind of like, don't be afraid to hold back, but don't be afraid to be honest about, honestly be honest about what you want, like what you want in the relationship, what you want while you're engaged in adult consensual activities, whatever. Communicate. I'm also hearing communicate very strongly come up. So be sure to communicate and let your future spouse know what you want. And that will also open the gateway for them to equally communicate to you what they want. I don't feel it's just within this vacation. I feel this is a greater level within the relationship. And that's where that Two of Pentacles, I feel that's where you all really will achieve a lot of balance in having these discussions and in all of this engagement. So the next thing I'm going to do, I did for the other pals, is pull some charmies to potentially get locations where this first or next vacation where your future spouse will occur. So I have my charms jar. If you are wearing headphones, please turn them down now because this can get a little bit loud. All right. And then I also, with my eyes closed and head turned, stir it around some more. Okay, and then pull out some charms. All right. So let's see what has come out. So we have the Arc de Triomphe. So this could be Europe, especially France. like a lighthouse. I get the Nordics come up every time I see a lighthouse. Like that's kind of what pops into my head. Ooh, motorcycle. 2 motorcycles. Okay. This could be, I think this could literally be the motorcycles, but I'm also feeling that this could be you guys do something a little adventurous while on this trip. I'm just seeing what locations. That's really what I'm looking for to come up. I feel, and this is so cute, the rose charm. I feel that goes with the lovers. We have an Aquarius, which is an air sign, and we have a Cancer. Oh, another rose came up. And I feel this goes with the 2 of Pentacles. There's duplicates coming out. 2 motorcycles, 2 roses. You guys are going to be very balanced. I think you'll have your family support in this relationship. The love between a grandmother and granddaughter is forever. I feel you're going to have a lot of support from your family in this relationship. Let's see. Oh, this is cute. Every hair from fair sometimes declines. I feel this is saying you guys will have longevity in this relationship with your future spouse. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. I feel there'll be a lot of encouragement in this relationship. Alrighty. Once again, two locks. A lot of duplicates. So a lot of partnerships, a lot of balance, I think, is going to come through. Okay. R-O. That's the, oh, let's move this here. R-O-M-E. Some of you could be going to something, to Rome. All right, this keeps coming through for me pretty strongly. So, if you're familiar with different properties and provinces and states, counties, whatever, in a place like Ireland, with like Killarney, and have the, like something with that beginning. So this is telling me maybe you may go to Ireland or someplace really beautiful and crisp, like that, such as that, for your honeymoon. All right, those are all the places I see right now. If you see anything, feel free to put it in the comments, some other places that you see. There's some other letters that I pulled as well. One more thing is coming up for me right now, just looking at these letters. I think this is going to be a place where you're going to have a lot of chance to potentially be near the water, dip, a lot of taking a dip in the water. So this could be more of a resort type of vacation. As I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, so this is what's coming up for you, my pile threes, about your first or next vacation with your future spouse. Please feel free to watch another pile if something else appealed to you. Please also remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when I post new content. Also, check out the links below in my description box. I have a link to my Instagram where I post readings for the collective pretty often. I have a link to my Amazon wish list about decks I would love to have. If you so choose to gift me with something that lovely, I'd appreciate it. No pressure, but always thankful. And last but not least, I have a link to my Patreon. Please feel free to join us there. We are a high vibe tribe, all about self-empowerment, self-improvement. I post exclusive pick-a-card readings. Any extendeds that I make for my videos here on YouTube, I will post them there. I also post tutorials to help you develop in different areas such as intuition, etc., in very practical ways. And I post too hot for YouTube type readings. So, but if this is where I leave you for now, thank you for letting me read for you today, and I will see you in my next video.